Welcome to this first bank presentation of Evanston Red Devil football on KNYN 99.11 with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com. Want to apologize for the technical difficulties. We are going straight in to the kickoff. We have really low resolution because of some network issues we're having here, but we will try to keep you updated as much as possible. David Perez and Cade Frankham to receive the kick for the Red Devils as the Panthers have decided to defer to the second half. Evanston on the right, Powell on the left. And after quite the chore over here, we have a game. Perez receives it on the left side, crosses the 10, headed across the 20. He's got room at the 30, bumps into his own guy and falls down somewhere in between the 25 and the 30. Evanston will take over with the ball spot on excuse me, sorry about that. We were doing a lot of tests to make sure this works, so if you got a reverb, I apologize for that. Evanston, under center, David Baxter, the quarterback, hands off, and he finds the right sideline. Ball carrier for Evanston, Bryson Davis. Bryson Davis had quite a few yards in the game against Lander Valley last week, and it looks like Coach Jim Burton is going to go to him again. Evanston lines up in the tight formation. Baxter hands off once again to Davis, and Davis will probably get forward momentum at the 35.
Ball carried by Bryson Davis.
It was 3rd and 3. Or excuse me, it will be 3rd and 3 on the Evanston 36 to start this. Bryson Davis kind of getting started early. David Baxter, the quarterback, under center. Sends a man in motion, and there's a lot of flags going up. And we will see what the call is. It'll be offsides on Powell, and thanks to the 3rd and 3, it'll now be the first Jeff Piper first down. Jeff Piper Farmers Insurance, your one-stop shop for all of your insurance, life, home, business, auto. Call 307-789-5489 for a quote. 1st and 10 from the Evanston 41 for the Red Devils. Baxter hands off to Davis. Davis goes straight ahead. No, he keeps it for himself. The play action fooled me over here. And he's going to get hit for a loss right around the 38-yard line of Evanston. Good charge there by the Evanston Panther defense. Sorry, we're a little out of sorts here to start this thing off. We will get with the program and get with the momentum as Baxter hands off. Bryson Davis once again doesn't pick up maybe a yard on that, and it'll be 3rd and 13 from the Evanston 37-yard line. Evanston received the kickoff as Powell chose to defer. Evanston breaks huddle and will take over on their own 40. 3rd and 11. Baxter under center. Rolling out to his right, and he throws the ball down. I think he might have fumbled it. It looks like he was trying to throw it down, but they are going to call it an incomplete pass. So Evanston will now face 4th and 11 on their own 40. David Baxter rolls out to his right, and just as he hits the sideline, he looks like he's getting ready to pass, but he's thrown down as he's passing it, and the ball goes straight to the ground. It almost looked like he was kind of chucking it to stop the clock a little bit. I want to apologize to everyone who was waiting for the pregame show as Wagstaff will punt it for, Wagstaff will punt it for Evanston, and it'll roll out of bounds around the Powell 30. And now this will be our first chance to see the offense for Powell, led by Landon Langfelder, the junior, number 10 on this Powell defense. Going to see a heavy dose of run from this team. Look for names like Brody Carhu and Caden Abraham out of Powell. Under center is the Panthers. Carhu in the backfield. He will not receive it. It'll be Abraham. Abraham breaks one loose, and he's going to get all the way down by going dead center to the 47 of the Panthers. A big gain there for Caden Abraham. Jamin Barker on the hit for the Red Devils. I want to apologize for the low quality of the video. We did have to lower it in order to get the broadcast tonight because of some network issues. Langford under center. Hands it off Caden Abraham. Abraham goes straight ahead, but an Evanston player, Demetrio Gallegos, is there to make the stop after a gain of about 1, and it's enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the Panther 48-yard line. This is the first conference game for the Evanston Red Devils. They currently sit with a record of 0-3. Under center is Langford. Langford hands off Caden Abraham. Abraham goes to his right, dropped about the 50. Once again, Gallegos on the stop. Gain of about 2 on the play. Second and 7, dead center of the field, 50-yard line. Number 10, Landon Langfelder in the shotgun formation. 2 to the left, 1 to the right, and he's got Abraham flanking him. Hands off to Abraham. Abraham goes to the left, and Evanston's going to stop him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of about 2 yards. And that'll be 3rd and long now. 3rd and 8 from their own 49-yard line. Evanston defense definitely stepping up after giving up the 2 touchdowns in the first quarter against Lander Valley through the shutout. And fun fact about that game, all the scoring was done in the first 6 minutes of the first quarter. So Evanston has that type of defense that shuts you down. 3rd and long, shotgun formation, 2 to the right, 1 to the left for Langfelder. Flanked by Abraham, dropping back to pass. Langfelder looking deep, right down the middle, and it is the intended receiver for Powell tripped on the feet of an Evanston player, and the flag comes out. I think this is going to be on the Red Devils. It'll probably be a PI. And that will make that 3rd and long much more manageable. And it will be pass interference on Evanston. So the Red Devils will have to rebound, and now they'll have to start all over again. But this Devil defense definitely did a great job. Big thank you to Madison Durant, our filmer for tonight. Got a feeling she's going to do a great job. Langford, short pass to the right. It is in and out of the hands of number 22, Joe Rager. It'll be 2nd and 10 from their own from the Evanston 37. Running off the field, Jesse Trotter for the Panthers. I formation for the Panthers. Langfelder Under center going on the hard snap. Hands off to Abraham. Abraham is going to get maybe a yard if that. It looks like they might have stopped him around the line of scrimmage. And it'll be 3rd and 10. So, yeah, no gain on the play. And the Evanston defense holds up yet again. Can they force a 4th down here? Langfelder running to the sideline. Gets the coach from Coach Aaron Papich. We'll play that interview during halftime today. Might be a blessing that it is homecoming here in Powell, so we'll have a longer halftime, so we can get some of those pregame interviews in. Under center, shotgun formation. Longfelder takes 2 steps back, fires to the side, and it's in and out of the hands and intercepted by Jamin Barker. Barker finds the sideline. He's across the 40. He's got room, and he's going to take it all the way down to the Powell 30. Jamin Barker with his first interception of the night, and that will switch the field, and Evanston will get it on the Powell 30. It's the first Jeff Piper first down. That ball was headed for the Powell defender. It's off of his hands, and then Jamin Barker is there to pick up the play. Evanston on their own are the Panther 29. Baxter under center, type formation, 1 receiver on each end. Hands off to Davis. Davis tries to find a little bit of a room. And no, it was a fake. It was a fake. It was a handoff to, not sure what happened, but the ball popped out and Riley Bennett for Powell picks it up. So 1 turnover replaces another. And Evanston goes back out on defense. Langfelder under center. 2 backs behind him. Hands off to Caden Abraham. Abraham goes to his right, and Evanston is there to stop him. On to the hit for Evanston, Stetson Wiedrich. It'll be 2nd and 10. No gain on the play from the Powell 24. They will award a gain of 4. Shotgun formation for the Panthers, flanked by Abraham. He's got 2, Langfelder, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Receives this, calling for the snap. Fakes the handoff, and he keeps it. Meeting him in the backfield is a wall of Red Devils. About 3 of them come up, and they're going to hit him for a loss. And that'll be yet another 3rd and long for Evanston. We'll have to see where they spot this one. Loss of 4, so it'll be 3rd and 10 from their own 20. .550 left in the first quarter and counting. Shotgun formation for the Panthers. Longfelder has Abraham flanking him and 2 receivers on each end. Throwing deep, and it is caught. Throwing short. Caught right around the 20. And Evanston will now get a 4th and 10 at the 20. Perez and Rigdon Wagstaff to receive the punt. Wagstaff on the left, Perez on the right. Okay, the punt is up, and it will be Perez right around the 40. It's in and out of his hands. He picks it up about the 30. He finds room, gets across the 30, and will get dropped about the 35.
Tackled by number 21, Adrian Geller.
Adrian Geller on the stop for the Panthers, and it's 1st and 10. The Jeff Piper first down. Jeff Piper Farmers Insurance, your one-stop shop. Stop in for a quote at 341 Front Street in Evanston. Also call 307-789-5400. 8-9. Evanston will take over on their own 35. Baxter under center. Wagstaff goes in motion, hands off to
Ball carried by number 24,
by David Perez, who finds the right sideline and picks up about 4 or 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 4, gain of 6 from their own 41, 3:30 and counting left in the half, or excuse me, the quarter. Baxter under center. 2 wide receivers on the left, 1 on the right. Hands off to Davis. Davis into a wall of black and orange. Excuse me, that was Davis.
Ball carried by Gabe Morris. Taken down by number 62, Sheldon Schuster.
And Evanston will now face 3rd and 2 from their own 43. 2 minutes and 55 seconds ticking off. No score here in the first quarter. Baxter under center. Takes the snap. Hands off to, actually fakes the handoff and gives it to Jamin Barker. Barker will go around the left side, and he's hit for a loss of 2. It'll be 4th and 4 from their own 40-yard line. So Jamin Barker, actually no, David Baxter now the punter for the Red Devils. High snap, Baxter fields it and then kicks it off. This one is a fair catch around the 32, 33-yard line by the quarterback, Langfelder. It'll be 1st and 10, Powell, with 1:54 remaining in the first quarter. 1st and 10 from their own 31 for Powell. Want to apologize for the lower video quality than what normal viewers of Evanston Red Devil football on this First Bank presentation brought on KNYN 99.1 and mylocalradio.com may be experiencing. We had some technical difficulties. Handoff to Graham, and he will go forward for about 6 or 7 yards. They'll spot the ball at the 39-yard line of the Powell Panthers. 2nd and 3. 1 minute, 29 seconds remaining. Under center, Langfelder. Felder. Hands off, Abraham. Abraham is going to get hit by a wall of red and white. And Evanston holds that down, and it'll be 3rd and 4 from their own 38. Evanston going to try to hold them to yet another one. These 2 offenses are 2 of the top 5 rushing offenses in the state. But right now it's been a defensive battle. Both defenses getting the job done. Langfelder under center. Strong eye formation. And hands off to Carhu, Brody Carhu, number 33, who goes around the left, and he gets hit hard at the 35. So they'll lose yardage, and it'll be 4th and 4, from their own 35. So Evanston will receive the punt once again. Wagstaff on the left, Perez on the right, and they're going to punt it towards the right, and they're going to let it go out of bounds, and the horn sounds, and the first quarter is over. No score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. We'll be right back after this on this First Bank presentation of Evanston Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com.
It's important to feel like you belong. At Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, we understand the value of connection. When you become a member, you join our family. You become an owner of a not-for-profit financial organization, and your success becomes our success. We give back to our members by offering lower loan rates, fewer fees, higher yields, and more products and services. Become a member of Trona Valley Federal Credit Union today, and let's work together to reach your financial goals. We're a caring partner here for you. Member NCUA.
Does your time at the dental office feel like this? Or like this? At Bear River Dental, we do everything we can to help your time at the dental office feel more like this. Call Bear River Dental today at 307-789-5608 to have a dental experience like this. That's Bear River Dental at 307-789-5608. We'll treat you well.
No score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard after one quarter. Evanston is in the middle of a defensive battle with the Panthers. An interception by Jamin Barker and then a fumble recovery by the Panthers, and that's it, and as opposed to turnovers. Evanston takes over at the beginning of the second quarter on their own 37, moving from left to right on mylocalradio.com and wearing white tops, red helmets. Jackson Moore Baxter throws deep, and he's got Rigdon Wagstaff at the 40, right side, and it goes incomplete, just out of his reach. And a very close call there. Adrian Geller on the pass coverage for Powell. And under center, Baxter pitches it to the outside to Wagstaff. Wagstaff goes around the left side, then cuts up the middle, finally brought down about the 45, and that'll make it third and short for Evanston. About a gain of, best guess, 6 or 7 yards, and it will be 3rd and 3 from their own 46. Baxter under center, hands the ball off. Going straight ahead is Bryson Davis, and he will pick up the first down as he's brought down at the 50, and that is going to be a Jeff Piper Farmers Insurance first down. Also a good time to mention that all extra points and field goal attempts by Evanston this year brought to you by Western Wyoming Community College, Evanston campus. Enter with passion, leave with purpose. Under center, Baxter. Tight formation for Evanston. Hands off to Davis. Nope, and they fooled them all. They fooled everybody, and they fooled me. Baxter keeps the ball and goes straight ahead in a pickup of about 3 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 7 from the Powell 48. Evanston trying to get on the board first and looking for win number 1 tonight. They lost game number 1 in Rollins with a touchdown given up with 46 seconds left, and then the home opener as Baxter hands off to Bryson Davis, and he's hit for maybe a gain of 1, and it'll be 3rd and 7. Anyway, Rollins gets a touchdown with 52 seconds left to go. And then the next week, home opener against Riverton. Riverton gets a touchdown with 42 seconds to go. And then last week was a defensive battle that Evanston just could never get their offense going. Baxter rolling out to his left. He drops the ball, and it is rolling all the way back to the 30 of Powell. Evanston does recover it, I think. I'm not sure. There was a whole chase of them going after it. Nope, it'll be Powell who recovers it. It was fumbled by Evanston, and we have a player down, so we're going to take an injury timeout. No score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard here on this first bank presentation of Evanston Red Devil football on KNY and 99.1 with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com.
It's human nature to think the grass is always greener on the other side of the fence. That's not always true, especially when it comes to buying vehicles. This is Dennis Lynch, General Manager at Auto Farm Chevrolet. Dealerships pay the same price for new vehicles across America. The fact is, the best deals are right here, in your own backyard. The difference is that our employees are your neighbors, people you can trust. Please visit us first, Auto Farm Chevrolet. We are your community-driven dealer.
Do you really think you can get a better deal?
The best live coverage of local sports, weather, local news, and radio classifieds, plus online streaming music, giveaways, and more. It's all on mylocalradio.com. Watch as your high school teams clash with their biggest rivals. Listen to the latest from your team's coaches. Catch up on local and regional news and stream your favorite music. Visit mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook and stream it all live.
Do you really think you can get a better deal on a vehicle in the city? Poppycock! Rocky Mountain Yeti is hungry for your business and will beat any bona fide deal on any vehicle, or they'll give it to you as a gift. Now that's legendary. Rocky Mountain Yeti Evanston, home of the 20-year, 200,000-mile legendary warranty, where legendary customer service is not a myth.
This first bank presentation of Evanston Red Devil football is also brought to you by thelittlestwoodshop.com. For live home, family decor, and vinyl cutouts, check out thelittlestwoodshop.com. It is a great website for the craft lover in your life. And by Arrowhead Dental. For complete family dentistry, to see all of their services, visit their website, arrowheaddentalwy.com. Again, that is arrowheaddentalwy.com.
Second down and 3 for the Panthers.
That Evanston player that was hurt, good news, he did get up on his own power, but the bad news is while we were gone at break, Caden Abraham rushes for 7 yards, and it's 2nd and 3 from the Evanston 20-yard line. Another I formation for the Panthers. Waiting for the snap, he gets it, hands it off to Abraham. Abraham wrapped up by about 3 Red Devils, and they're going to continue to push him back. And Evanston actually get them to lose a yard, and it's 3rd and 3 from their 19. 8:40 left to go in the first half, and both of these teams like to run it a lot, so the clock will not be stopped very much. Shotgun formation, so of course, just as I say that, Langfelder goes in the shotgun. Flanked by his guys, one receiver on each end. He's going deep, left side of the corner of the end zone, and it is caught. But he's out of bounds. Great throw by Langfelder and a good catch there by the Powell receiver. And it'll be 4th down for Powell. They really took a shot for the end zone. Brayley Gann, the wide receiver for the Panthers on that play. And it'll be 4th and 3 from their own 20. Timeout called. We'll take one as well. No score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. We'll be right back on this first make presentation of Evanston Red Devil football on KNY and 99.1 with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com.
There's an easy way to get a 10-day free pass to Flex Fitness. Log on to the Evanston sports pages at mylocalradio.com and click on the Flex Fitness logo. This is Mike Gatewood, co-owner of Flex Fitness in Evanston. When you click on the Flex Fitness logo displayed on the Evanston sports pages at mylocalradio.com, we'll give you a 10-day free pass to work out here at Flex Fitness. Log on right now and get your 10-day free pass to Flex Fitness. Click on Flex Fitness on the Evanston sports pages at mylocalradio.com and come check us out.
Evanston locked in a defensive battle, no score here in the second quarter. 8:16 left in the first half. 4th and 3 from the Evanston 20 is what the Panthers are looking at. And it looks like they're going to go for a roughly 30-yard field goal. No, they're going to go for it. Take that back, handoff, Abraham. Abraham's going to pick up that first down. And he goes straight ahead. And the Panthers push the pile, and now they'll move the chains as well. Jackson Moore, the sophomore, in on the hit. And the Panthers convert a 4th down. 1st and 10. Inside their own 20. First trip to the red zone tonight for the Panthers. Under center, hands up, fakes the handoff, and he will give it to Caden Abraham. And he finds the left side corner of the end zone. Excuse me, that is not Caden Abraham. That is Torin Graham, who gets the ball, goes around the left side, and makes it into the left corner of the end zone. And we have our first score of the night, 6-0 Powell on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. The extra point is up, and it is good. Hawkins Sweeney, the kicker for Powell. 7-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. We'll be right back on this First Bank presentation of Evanston Red Devil football on KNY at 99.1 with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com.
There's an easy way to get a 10-day free pass to Flex.
The best.
A pass to the Evanston Rec Center gives you access to 3 amazing weight rooms. As a serious weightlifter, you can accomplish all your goals of bulking and maximizing with our complete lines of Precor, Hoist, and Troy free weight equipment. If your weightlifting is more focused on firming, toning, core, and muscle strength, then you'll enjoy the Cybex equipment weight room. Don't wait another minute to reach your weight training goals. Live your fit life with a pass to the Evanston Rec Center. Stop in today, 275 Saddle Ridge Road.
7-0 the score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Powell scores here in the second quarter. A 20-yard run by Torin Graham. Kick by Powell. It's a line drive kick into the hands of David Perez on the left side. He's now working his way over to the right. He's got blockers. He's going to get across the 30. And he's finally brought down around the 35, 40-yard line for Evanston.
Taken down by Garrett Stutzman for the Panthers. That'll be a first down, Evanston.
And Evanston going to look to try to even this thing up. David Baxter back out there as quarterback. Hands it off to Bryson Davis, and Davis will kind of fall forward for a gain of about 1 or 2.
Taken down by number 62, Sheldon Shootman for the Panthers. Second down and 8.
2nd and 8 after Davis gains 2 from their own 41. Here on mylocalradio.com and KNY 99.1, the Big Dog. David Baxter. Under center. Hands it off to David Perez. Perez bobbles the ball, but he's able to hold on to it. And that gives the perfect opportunity for Powell to come in and hit him for a loss. Matthew Seckman for the Panthers. And it's a loss of 5. 3rd and 13 from their own 36 for Evanston. Baxter under center, 1 receiver to the left, 2 to the right. Baxter drops back, and he's hit by a wall of blocking Orange. The Panthers just swarmed the hole on the offensive line, and Baxter had nowhere to go. Jesse Trotter in on the hit for Powell. It'll be 4th and long for Evanston from inside their own 30. So they give up the touchdown, and they're not able to turn the next play into points or next possession into points. And Evanston is going to have to punt it. Punt is high by David Baxter, and it's going to fall right around the 40, picked up by Evanston around the 39-38. Gabe Morris, the one receiving it for Evanston to stop it. And now Evanston will try to stop Powell from taking a 2-possession lead here with 5:46 remaining in the half. Want to apologize for those watching on mylocalradio.com for the low resolution. We had to lower it in order to get the stream to go, thanks to some network issues. Langfelder under center, pitches it to the right to Abraham. Abraham almost brought down in the backfield by a diving Rigdon Wagstaff, but he's going to turn upfield on the right sideline and get brought down around the 40. So a gain of 2 on the play for Abraham. Actually, no, Moore got to him. Jackson Moore got to him for a no gain before he could turn upfield and gain anything. Ball placed on the far hash mark from the broadcast booth. Under center, Langfelder. Langfelder, hands off to Carhew, and he is leveled by an Evanston player. Jesus Quintero just kind of put a shoulder into him and kind of bopped him around a little bit. Loss of 1 on the play, 3rd and long, 3rd and 11 to be exact, from their own 37 for Powell. That Evanston defense has shown up tonight, only allowing the touchdown after that fumble on offense, much like what happened last week against Lander Valley. Under center, Langfelder. Hands it off to Abraham. Abraham goes around the right side. He's got room to run. He's across the 50. Actually, it's going to be Langfelder who keeps it. So it looked like he handed it off to Abraham, and Langfelder actually kept it and ran around the left side. Short of the first down, it'll be 4th and 3 for Powell. Placed on the 45 of the Panthers. 4 minutes remaining in the first half. Evanston, we'll see if they're going to go to punt it. Nope, they're going to go for it as they bring in David Perez and Cade Frankham. High formation for the Panthers. Langfelder under center. One receiver to the left, and flag goes down. They got Evanston to jump on the hard count. And that'll turn a 4th and 3 into a 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Evanston in the white jerseys, red numbers, red helmets with that Pitchfork E decal on the back. That's something that Coach Jim Burton has brought in this year. Powell, black pants, black jerseys with orange numerals with a orange paw print on a black helmet. Shotgun formation for the Panthers. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. He's got both backs back there with him as well. Driving back to pass Langfelder. Langfelder, pressure, rolls out to his right, throws downfield to his right, and it is intercepted by, nope, in and out of the hands. Excuse me, it looked like it was going to be intercepted. Jackson Moore almost got his third interception of the night. It literally went in and out of his hands. And it'll be 2nd and 10, Evanston, or 2nd and 10, Powell. Want to thank you guys for tuning in to mylocalradio.com and KNYN 99.1 for this first make presentation of Evanston Red Devil football. Those of you that can't make the 6-hour drive, low snap, Langfelder hands it off, and going straight ahead for Powell is Caden Abraham. Flag on the play. Flag thrown somewhere between the 50 and the 45 of Evanston. It'll be a legal block by Powell. And that will make things a little bit difficult on him. Powell leads 7-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 3:21 remaining in the half. This game kicked off only 41 minutes ago. And they'll march them back. It'll be 2nd and long. They'll spot the ball about the 42, 43-yard line for Powell. So 2nd and 20 for the Panthers. Langfelder gets the play from Coach Papich and runs into the huddle. Langfelder has one back there with him. It's Kahoo. Langfelder takes the snap, rolls out to his right, pressure, rolling to his left, flag thrown, throws deep on the left sideline. It is in and out of the hands of Jesse Trotter, number 4, but the flag on the play may change things. We'll see. Holding on Powell, and that's going to be another chunk of yardage lost for the Panthers. So they will push them all the way back to around their very own 30. So 2nd, and that's got to be 30 yards. 2nd and 30 from their own 30. They got to get to the Evanston 40 to convert it. And needless to say, Powell will be passing this one. 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Shotgun formation for Langford. Low snap, but he fields it. Looking downfield, throws to his right, and it is caught by Jesse Trotter at the Evanston 30. Jesse Trotter with a massive 40-yard reception, and the Panthers move the chains. Jesse Trotter, who has been targeted twice in a row now. That time he made it count. 1st and 10 from the Evanston 31. And the chant from the field is Jesse Trotter. And there's a penalty called on Evanston. Didn't catch what the sign was, but neutral zone infraction on Evanston. And Powell takes over, or keeps it going, not takes it over, on the Evanston 31. Keep an eye on Jesse Trotter yet again. He's the one on the far right in the shotgun formation, Langfelder dropping back. Here comes the pressure. Evanston gets to him. Derek Johnson just kind of sprints through the hole and hits him for a loss of 10 yards. 2nd and 20 from the Evanston 40. And Langfelder just kind of had nowhere to go. Evanston really applied the pressure and brought everyone there. Langfelder goes in the shotgun yet again. 2 to the left, 1 to the right, and the 1 to the right is Jesse Trotter. Shotgun, Langfelder, hands off to Kohu. Kohu goes straight ahead, and he's going to get about 5 yards on that play. Excuse me, Torrin Graham, not Brody Carhu. And it'll be 3rd, and my eyeball tells me 3rd and probably 12. From their own from the Evanston 34. Panthers in the shotgun formation. Once again, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Drops back to pass. Here comes pressure from Evanston. He's going for Jesse Trotter, right side end zone, and it is incomplete. Jackson Moore on the coverage.
That's intended for Jesse Trotter.
Tried to find Jesse Trotter on the right side of the end zone. And it'll be 4th and 13 from the Evanston 34. The sophomore, Jackson Moore, who started at quarterback last week against Lander Valley, also has 2 interceptions on the season. Timeout called. We'll take one as well. 7-0. Powell on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard on this first make presentation of Evanston Red Devil football on KNY and 99.1 with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com.
A pass to the Evanston Rec Center gives you access to 3 amazing weight rooms. As a serious weightlifter, you can accomplish all your goals of bulking and maximizing with our complete lines of Precor, Hoist, and Troy free weight equipment. If your weightlifting is more focused on firming, toning, core, and muscle strength, then you'll enjoy the Cybex equipment weight room. Don't wait another minute to reach your weight training goals. Live your fit life with a pass to the Evanston Rec Center. Stop in today, 275 Saddle Ridge Road.
Evanston trails 7-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 55 seconds left to go here in half number 1. This game kicked off 47 minutes ago, and it has been a fast first half. If you're just joining us, thanks to a 20-yard touchdown run by Torrin Graham with 7:41 in the second quarter left. Powell is up 7-0. And they almost got a touchdown on through the air. A 30-yard attempt to Jesse Trotter on the right side of the end zone. Shotgun formation, 4th and 13. They're going for it. From the Evanston 34, and they get a Red Devil to jump. It'll be a 5-yard penalty, and that turns out 4th and 13 to 4th and 8. And they'll spot it now at the Evanston 29-yard line. Evanston will go back home next week to play Cody. Powell will make the trip to Afton to play Star Valley, and they're going to go for a 37-yard field goal attempt. Hawkins Sweeney to kick it. Kick is up, and it is good. 10-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. On this first make presentation. Actually, it is no good. It looked like it was good from this angle, but they do wave it no good. So Evanston will take over on the 29-yard line. Their own 29-yard line. Or 20-yard line, excuse me. David Baxter under center. Pitches it to the left side to David Perez. Perez Gets to about the 25 and brought down. So a gain of 5 for Perez, now bringing it 2nd and 5 with 37 seconds and counting left to go in the first half. Powell will receive the second half kickoff. Timeout called. Injury timeout. We're going to take one as well. 7-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard on this First Bank presentation of Evanston Red Devil football on KNY and 99.1 with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com.
If you're a person who enjoys comfort, affordability, and history, make sure you stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn the next time you're in Evanston, Wyoming. In 1957, retired FBI agent Jack Dub Mills purchased the 17-unit motel referred to as the Oasis of the West that was frequented by stars like Dolly Parton and Tanya Tucker. Today, when you stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn, you'll enjoy the history while you relax in one of the 165 ground-level rooms on 10 beautiful acres. Best Western Dunmar Inn. Reserve your rooms today, 307-789-3770.
Evanston trails 7-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 33 seconds left in this second half. 2nd and 6 from their own 24. Baxter keeps it, rolls out to his left. He's going to get across the 30, brought down about the 31, 32-yard line. And I have no clue what that just said on the scoreboard, but Baxter picks up at Jeff Piper Farmers Insurance. First down, he'll keep it again. This time he'll roll all the way across the 40. Flag thrown after the hit. Looks like it might have been a late hit on Powell as Baxter got it back out there. He will be just shy of the first down. Yep, personal foul on Powell, and that'll make it another Jeff Piper Farmers Insurance first down. Remember, your one-stop shop, auto, home, life, business, 50 years of combined experience between him and his staff. Locally owned. Stop by at 341 Front Street in Evanston or call 307-789-5489 for a quote today. Ball will be spotted way down there at the Powell 44-yard line. Timeout called. We will take one as well. 7-0, 13 seconds left in the half on this First Bank presentation of Evanston Red Devil football on KNY and 99.1 with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com.
A pass to the Evanston Rec Center gives you access to 3 amazing weight rooms. As a serious weightlifter, you can accomplish all your goals of bulking and maximizing with our complete lines of Precor, Hoist, and Troy free weight equipment. If your weightlifting is more focused on firming, toning, core, and muscle strength, then you'll enjoy the Cybex equipment weight room. Don't wait another minute to reach your weight training goals. Live your fit life with a pass to the Evanston Rec Center. Stop in today, 275 Saddle Ridge Road.
End of the first half, almost here. 13 seconds left. Evanston trails 7-0 thanks to a 20-yard run by Torrin Grant with 7:41 left in the second quarter. Evanston will take over around the Powell 45-yard line. Waiting for the go-ahead to play it. Ball spot on the 44 of Powell. And here we go, under center, David Baxter. One receiver to the left, one to the right. Dropping back to pass, David Baxter going to the one on the left. It is intercepted by Powell, running along the right sideline, brought down finally by David Baxter. Riley Bennett, the defensive back who intercepts it. It was intended for an Evanston player, and that'll end the first half. Score at halftime, 7-0 Powell on this First Bank presentation of Evanston Red Devil football on KNY and 99.1. Big thank you to Madison Durand, who was our camera person tonight. When we come back, we will have Coach Aaron Papich of the Powell Panthers on this First Bank presentation of Evanston Red Devil football on KNY and 99.1 with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com.
The best place to stay when you're in Casper, Wyoming is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. This beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, 1 pool, a fitness center, and fabulous indoor atrium. Offering jacuzzi and fireplace suites, the guest rooms are comfortable and relaxing. Plus, every stay includes a delicious extended continental breakfast. Whenever you're in Casper, stay at the best place. Come On In Hotel and Suites. Come on in today. Come On In Hotel and Suites, Casper.
Early Oregon-bound immigrants traveled through the Bear Lake Valley. U.S. Highway 30 basically follows the Oregon Trail. Many wagon trains stopped at Thomas L. Pegleg Smith Trading Post, located near Dingle, Idaho, for supplies. One traveler wrote of camping along Cotton Line Bear River, watching grass as tall as a man wave in the wind. Today, you don't have to ride in a wagon to visit Bear Lake Valley, but the rich history is still here to enjoy. Visit bearlake.org for more information.
My name is Dr. Micah Pullins. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston Regional Hospital. I perform total hip, total knee, and total shoulder replacement. The huge majority of patients of mine that have undergone total joint replacement have been dealing with pain and disability for many years. After joint replacement and recovery, patients are back to doing the activities that they want to do.
Serving Wyoming since 1941, Plains Tire is Wyoming's oldest and largest tire dealer with great locations throughout the state. They'll get you the right tires and offer the best results for your vehicle at the lowest prices, guaranteed. Plus, you can go to any Plains Tire Pro dealer with their nationwide warranty service. And check out their Plains Tire phone app.
Come down and see us at Plains Tires on 157 Bear River Drive for all your automotive needs. Hablamos también español.
Elon Off here with Powell head coach Aaron Papich. Coach Papich, thanks for taking time to speak with us before the game today. How's the season gone for you guys so far?
I think it's gone really well. We started out great, and with our play on the field, and we had a challenge last week against Douglas, and I think we learned a lot of things with our team, and we made adjustments this week, and so we're very confident moving forward. Tonight's game.
This is only your second year with the team. What are some improvements that you're seeing over last year's squad?
I would have to say that our guys are just coming with the same attitude as far as coming to practice and certainly on game days as well. And so I think that also just comes from me as the head coach of learning, who we are and what we're doing and what we're all about. And so I think it kind of goes hand in hand. And so these guys are a great group of kids, and they've been working really hard, so I'm very pleased.
You and Evanston are two of the top 5 rush offenses in the state at this time. What are some things that you guys have done to kind of prepare for that spread that they throw at you guys?
Well, we have to take away, obviously, their option. And so, Jackson Moore is a great, he's an athletic kid. And so we know that we have to, rally around him and make sure that he doesn't break off any big plays. And obviously with the option, it's something that we have to play assignment sound football, and all our guys got to be on the same page.
Coach, thank you so much for taking a really quick minute to speak with us on the pregame show before today's matchup. Good luck tonight.
All right, thank you very much.
A big thank you to Coach Aaron Papich for joining us tonight. They lead currently 7-0 thanks to a 20-yard touchdown run by Torrin Graham with 7:41 remaining in the second quarter. It's homecoming right now in Powell, and they're crowning their homecoming royalty. We're going to take a break, but when we come back, we'll hear from Red Devil head coach Jim Burton on this First Bank presentation of Evanston Red Devil football on KNY and 99.1 with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com.
Do you really think you can get a better deal on a vehicle in the city? Poppycock! Rocky Mountain Yeti is hungry for your business and will beat any bona fide deal on any vehicle, or they'll give it to you as a gift. Now that's legendary. Rocky Mountain Yeti Evanston, home of the 20-year, 200,000-mile legendary warranty, where legendary customer service is not a myth.
Hello, this is Dr. McKay Frankham. As a dentist in Evanston for over 20 years now, my mission has always been to provide quality dental care for people of all ages at reasonable prices. I'm a detail-oriented person, and it's important to me to stay current on new dental procedures and protocols that can help my patients have the best experience and have the best results. Over the years, I've also worked to keep my overhead low so that I can pass those savings on to my patients. I believe everyone deserves quality dental care. Please call us today at 307-789-8910.
Elon off here with Evanston football coach Jim Burton. Coach Burton, you guys could easily be 3-0. It just seems like a story of one mistake here, one mistake there equals very close losses. What is the difference in the game plan heading into Powell as opposed to the last 3 weeks?
Probably the biggest difference is just attention to detail, making sure that we're taking care of our jobs. Powell's a very good team. They're tough. They're strong. They got some speed. But we do our job. That's what we've been focusing on. Do our job, and we're going to be okay. We've always preached, do your 1/11th. There's 11 guys on the field at a time. You do your part. Trust the guy next to you is going to do his part, and we'll be okay.
YO Prep stats have you and Powell as two of the top 5 rushing offenses in the league. As you mentioned, they can run the ball, but so too can you guys. But the unique thing about this offense is it really does spread it out on the ground as opposed to the air.
Yeah, that's in fact they used to call it the spread option before the new version of the spread option came out, because it does attack every gap in the defense and stretches the field a little bit as well. And that's what we like to do. It really spreads the ball around to different people, so it's hard to focus, take out. If you take out the fullback, quarterback's going to hurt you. If you can stop those two, the A-backs on the wings are going to get to you. And then it really is a fast break in basketball. It's 3-on-2. We leave 2 guys, and we expect the quarterback to cancel those 2 with his reads. And when they do it, it's really hard to stop.
Speaking of quarterbacks, we had Jackson Moore, the sophomore, start the game. David Baxter finished it. So 2 quarterbacks in the last game. Are we going to see a consistent starter now that most of your quarterbacks are healthy?
Probably more consistent. We're still going to play multiple quarterbacks, get them looks. Situationally, there's things that they each do better, and you'll see a couple quarterbacks, but David Baxter is going to start.
And Jackson Moore will probably be coming in relief every once in a while. Do we have any injury updates on Jagger Mitchell?
Yeah, Jagger Mitchell's still day-to-day. We're just keeping an eye on it, seeing how healthy he is, and when he's ready to go 100%, he'll be in and playing a lot of defense. And then, again, he'll be another guy we roll in on offense to get different looks. Again, I've got 3 quarterbacks, and all 3 are pretty specialized. They can all do what we ask them to do, but they all have different strengths. And so situationally, those are guys we're going to use as much as we can.
What is the mindset that you hope your boys carry into this journey to Powell? 6-hour bus ride, a lot of time to kind of think and kind of mentally prepare. What is it that you're telling them?
The big thing is do your job. Focus on your job, and you'll be fine. We can't worry about what's happened. We can't worry about next week. It's really a stay-in-the-moment kind of concept that we've been preaching, so hopefully they do that.
First conference game of the season. The slate is pretty much wiped clean. Do you feel that type of rejuvenation within the team? Do the boys start to look at it that same way?
I think a little bit. Morale's been fairly high considering where we're at. And again, it's a new start. It's a fresh chance, and realizing that now it counts.
Coach Burton, thank you so much for joining us. Anything else you'd like to cover?
Nope. Just make sure you guys tune in and listen to the game if you're not making the trip.
All right. Thanks, Coach. Safe travels and good luck.
Thank you.
A big thank you to Coach Jim Burton for joining us for today's show. We also have our Red Devil Roundup interview coming up, and this week we're going to check in with Red Devil varsity girls swim coach Kate Schmidt. We'll hear from Coach Schmidt right after this on this First Bank presentation of Evanston Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com.
The best place to stay when you're in Casper, Wyoming is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. This beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, 1 pool, a fitness center, and fabulous indoor atrium. Offering jacuzzi and fireplace suites, the guest rooms are comfortable and relaxing. Plus, every stay includes a delicious extended continental breakfast. Whenever you're in Casper, stay at the best place. Come On In Hotel and Suites. Come on in today. Come On In Hotel and Suites, Casper.
We're here to help strengthen our community. Yes, that's right. At Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, we take pride in belonging to our community. We encourage people of every race, gender, and belief to come together and give their all towards the betterment of our community. It's about people helping people. When you join our credit union, you also join a movement. At Trona Valley, we are thankful for our members, member NCUA, trust NCUA, a credit union system that is safe, sound, and secure.
Elin Olf here with head girls swim coach Kate Schmidt. Coach Schmidt, you guys were in Green River last week. How did things go there for you guys?
The girls swam well. We got 5th place out of, I think, 8 teams were there. So that was good for us, which gave us a little bit of an idea of how we'll place at conference. But the girls continue to cut time, and they're swimming well.
And one thing a swim team needs to have is someone that's willing to swim the really difficult events. You have, of course, the 200 IM, the 100 butterfly. I would do the 200 IM in high school, but I would not even touch the 100 butterfly. But you do have someone that's willing to step up for that. And in this case, it's actually the same person with Jocelyn Roper.
It is. I can tell Jocelyn, hey, I don't have enough people in this event, and she'll step up and do whatever I need her to do. And also, she will pick the 200 IM and the 100 butterfly as her 2 favorite events to swim in a meet. So that's pretty cool, and it shows her grit and her determination, which is super nice to see.
We've mentioned in the previous interviews that for a very young team, a lot of freshmen on this team, it's a complete change from swimming in middle school to swimming in high school. And when you get into a meet situation, there is quite a bit of a learning curve. It seems like with every week, there's a little bit more progress made by your team. What kind of progress did we see in Green River just being able to handle that environment?
My favorite thing is that the girls are starting to learn the order of events. So one of my big things is that you don't get to write your events and heats and lanes on your arm. I hate that. It makes it look like an age group swim meet, and that's not what I want to look like. And so I make the girls memorize the order of events, and they have to know their heat and lane without me saying, hey, go here, hey, go here, hey, you're getting ready to swim. And so they're getting better and better, and they're starting to learn all of that technical stuff of a swim meet, the ins and outs of it. And I really like seeing that.
And before you know it, you're going to have a seasoned swim team ready to go for conference and state this year. It really does seem like every week you guys are taking one step forward, whether it be with the freshmen, whether it be with the seniors, or whether it be with a workhorse like Jocelyn Roper.
We are. And, even in practice, we can see a difference. We do our test sets every week, and our kids are cutting time. We have kids that have cut 20 seconds from the beginning of the season until last week. So it's so cool to see, and all of them are taking on this hard work and what it means to be a high school 4A swimmer, which is neat.
And just a reminder, you guys are the only sport that does 1-a-days during training camp and then 2-a-days during the regular season. You guys are here from 5 to 6 in the morning, and then once again from 3 to 4.
We're actually here until 5:30 every night. And so we swim right after school until 5:30. And so the girls are getting a good solid 3 hours in the pool every single day. And they work hard, and they go to school tired, and they go home from school tired. And it just shows their dedication to what they really love. And I like that.
And it's all kind of pays off when you finally get the chance to host your own meet, which you guys will be doing this coming Saturday starting at 9 o'clock at Davis Middle School. How excited are the girls to swim out at home?
I think they're really excited. Some of the girls and some of the older girls, don't always love having a home swim meet. They feel like they swim better in an away meet. Maybe there's more pressure at a home meet, more people come to see them, but I'm excited to have a home meet and host Green River. It's just going to be a quick duel, so everybody can come and still get to the game in Laramie if they're going. But it's exciting for these girls to swim for a hometown crowd.
And this isn't the only opportunity they'll have. There will also be a swim meet in mid-October here in Evanston, and that one will be bigger, correct?
Yes, I think we'll be hosting 3 other teams on October 19th. And they're 3A teams, but they give us good competition, and it's another chance for these girls to swim.
Well, Coach Schmidt, thank you so much for taking time to join us today. Anything else you'd like to cover this week?
Nope, I think we're good.
All right, well, thank you, and good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
Big thank you to Coach Kate Schmidt for joining us on today's show. And you know what, Evanston? If you've got nothing to do tomorrow morning, 9 a.m., Davis Middle School, show up. Go support the girls' swim team in one of their only home meets. Well, that's going to be our halftime show. When we come back, we'll have the third quarter. Just a reminder, the score 7-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. This is a First Bank presentation of Evanston Red Devil football on KNY and 99.1 with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com.
Does your time at the dental office feel like this? Or like this? At Bear River Dental, we do everything we can to help your time at the dental office feel more like this. Call Bear River Dental today at 307-789-5608 to have a dental experience like this. That's Bear River Dental at 307-789-5608. We'll treat you well.
The best live coverage of local sports, weather, local news, and radio classifieds, plus online streaming music, giveaways, and more. It's all on mylocalradio.com. Watch as your high school teams clash with their biggest rivals. Listen to the latest from your team's coaches. Catch up on local and regional news and stream your favorite music. Visit mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook and stream it all live.
And number 4, Douglas and Rollins tied at 0 in the first quarter.
Elsewhere happening around the 3A region. Right now we know Star Valley is leading Green River at the half 7-0. That is definitely not a score that you would expect to see from the number 1 team in the state against Green River. And Green River is just kind of holding up and doing a great job there. Other scores of third quarter. Make that 2 minutes, not right on the nose. Jackson Hole and Cody. Jackson currently trying to find the scoreboard. The half, Lander Valley is beating Torrington 21-6. Dug off the second half. Evanston trails on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard 7-0.
We have a correction. Number 2, Cody, ended up winning over number 3, Jackson, 19-15. I'm sorry, that's in the fourth quarter, so they're still playing it out. We'll keep you posted.
And just receiving news for Evanston, they have been bit by the injury bug. Jamin Barker will not be returning tonight. So that is going to hurt them a little bit as well. .254 left till the kickoff of the third quarter. Big thank you to Madeline Durand for doing our camera work tonight. Maybe also bringing us some information. Maybe I'll give her a mic one week and she can go be a sideline reporter. How's that idea? Maybe she says maybe. Okay. Well, 2 minutes till the kickoff of the third quarter. We're going to go ahead and step aside, get one of our bills paid here on KNYN and MyLocalRadio.com. This is a First Bank presentation of Evanston Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 with live video streaming online at MyLocalRadio.com.
We know that when you think of Plains Tire in Evanston, you always think
The Tire Professionals.
Quality customer service. They're friendly with great prices.
I really like Plains Tire in Evanston.
But did you also know that the team at Plains Tire offers oil changes, windshield wiper checks, and free alignment checks? That's right, free alignment checks. We don't want you to quit thinking all those great things when you hear Plains Tire. We just want you to add to the list. Plains Tire, the tire professionals. Stop in today, 157 Bear River Drive.
7-0 the score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. If you're just joining us, you're just in time for the second half. Evanston trails thanks to a 20-yard touchdown rush by Torin Graham with 7:41 in the second quarter remaining. And then, of course, the extra point makes it 7-0. So, Torin Graham with the touchdown. And despite our hectic beginning to the night, it's turned into a pretty good game for Evanston. They are one touchdown away from tying this one up. Their defense has held stout plenty of times. The one touchdown that was given up was that opportunity was given by a fumble by Evanston, and Powell recovered it around the Evanston 30, and then just kind of worked their way in about 3 or 4 plays and got that touchdown. So the Evanston defense is doing good when Powell has a long field to have to conquer, but an opportunity too good for Powell to pass up creates the touchdown for the Panthers, and an absolute tear of a run by Torin Graham. Later on in the half, they would go for another touchdown, a 30-yard bomb intended for number 4, a name that was being chanted earlier, Jesse Trotter, the wide receiver. And it just goes outside of his reach. But now Evanston gets ready to kick it off. We put 12 minutes on the clock here in half number 1 in a game that only kicked off an hour and 19 minutes ago. So that tells you the speed that this thing is being played at. If you're just joining us, Evanston trails 7-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Getting ready to kick off the third half. Evanston will kick off as Powell won the toss and deferred. Nick Child, 62, boots it high for Evanston, and it's a good rainbow kick. Received around into the, looks like they were going to receive it around the 5, but they let it bounce into the end zone for touchback.
Kick goes in the end zone. The Panthers take over, first down and 10.
First and 10 from their own 20 for Powell. And they're ready to open up the second half. Evanston, not a very, very big defense, but they've got speed, which they have shown throughout the night. Under center, Powell. 2 backs in the backfield, handoff to Carhu. Carhu gets a gain of about 1 or 2 yards. Excuse me, Torin Graham. And he gets a gain of 5.
Second down and 5.
Second and 5 from their own 20. Quarterback Landon Langfelder. Langfelder under center. He's got the two backs, Graham and Abraham. Abraham gets the ball this time, and he's wrapped up by about 3 Red Devils, being led by big Juan Serta. 3rd and 5, no gain on the play as Abraham gets no gain. And Langfelder gets the play assignment from Coach Aaron Papich. And they'll break huddle. 3rd and 5 from their own 25 for Powell. High formation under center is Langfelder. Langfelder takes the snap, fakes the handoff, rolls out to his right. He is going to keep it, and he's going to get the first down, as he will find the sideline and get shoved out of bounds around the 31-32. So a 6-yard gain for Langfelder. And it'll be 1st and 10 from their own 31. Under center, Langfelder. Abraham and Graham in the backfield. Handoff to Graham. Graham breaks the tackle, goes up the center, crosses the 40, gets brought down after a gain of like 12, of around 12. Cade Frankham with the stop, and another first down for the Panthers. Toron Graham in this half alone, 17 yards. Langfelder under center. He's got the two backs, Graham and Abraham, in the backfield. Keeps the ball and will pitch it to the right, to the outside to Abraham, but Evanston is there to swarm him. A loss of about 6 or 7 yards, as the ball is going to be spotted about the 38-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 18 after a loss of 8. Caden Abraham on the play, the ball carrier. Shotgun formation for the Panthers. One receiver to the right, and it's Jesse Trotter rolling back, and he throws short pass to Abraham. Abraham catches it around the 35. Evanston drops him at the 36. So a gain of about, actually probably for a loss of 1. It'll be 3rd and 19, a loss of 1 on the play from their own 37. And Evanston is covering the short game, and they're going to have to make him go deep. Well, they got to go deep. They need 18 yards to pick up the first down. Langfelder in the shotgun formation. Abraham standing behind him. Graham standing beside him to his left. Takes the snap. Dropping back to pass. Throws deep to the right side. Jesse Trotter intercepted. Jackson Moore crosses the 40. He's got room. He gets across the 45, cross 50. Now he's into Powell territory. Finally shoved out of bounds about the Powell 35. Jackson Moore. Interception number 3 on the season this year. With 8 minutes and 11 seconds left. Flag on the play. We'll see what it is. And all of Evanston is saying, don't be on us. Referee, don't point left. All of the Evanston defense, though, retreating all the way back. We'll see what the call is. and it is on Evanston. It'll be a legal block in the back after the interception, so it'll be Evanston does keep the ball, but they don't get the field position that came with the Jackson Moore interception. And Evanston will go on offense for the first time in the second half after forcing a third turnover of the game, second one for Evanston. Jamin Barker with the first interception, Jackson Moore with the second. David Baxter under center, keeps the ball for himself, goes around to the left, but there's nowhere to go as he's hit by a pride of Panthers. I guess that's what you would call it, a pride of Panthers, pride of Lions. No gain on the play for Baxter. 2nd and 10 from their own 41. Number 3, David Baxter, the senior, did not start the first 2 games as he was injured. Then came out, got injured right before two-a-days, an ankle injury. We'll finish that story as Moore takes the snap, rolls out to his right, looks to run, but he's brought down in the backfield. Number 39 for Powell. Carson Olson just comes out of nowhere and rushes Baxter. Baxter maybe picks up or will lose a yard or so. No, he does manage to get back to the line of scrimmage. So Baxter in this half, 2 rushes for 0 yards. And Evanston needs to move the chains, needs to get on the board. 6:57 and counting left to go in the third quarter. Tight formation for Evanston. Baxter dropping back to pass, rolls to his right, throws across to his left, and it is picked off by a screen pass, picked off a touchdown saving tackle by Derek Johnson. But Seth Horton read a screen pass by Baxter perfectly, picked it off, and he was off to the races. But Derek Johnson chases him down and makes the touchdown saving tackle. Evanston loses possession, and Powell will take over on the Evanston 20-yard line. Langfelder breaks the huddle, and he will go under center. Once again, the I formation with Graham and Abraham. Takes the snap, hands off to Abraham. Abraham goes straight, and Evanston is there to stop him. Loss of maybe a yard, and Caden Abraham is not able to get it going on that play. Demetrio Gallegos on the stop for the Red Devils. It'll be 2nd and 9, so they did give him a 1-yard advance. And the Panthers break the huddle. Jesse Trotter with those green gloves goes to the left. Under center, the Panthers hand off to Abraham, brought down in the backfield by Rigdon Wagstaff on the stop. And he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Loss of 1, so 3rd and 10 for the Panthers. Ball spot on the Evanston 20. Panthers lead 7-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Quarter number 3, 5 minutes and 14 seconds remaining in the third one. Under center, Langfelder goes for the short pass to the left, looking for the end zone, Jesse Trotter. And it is incomplete, and that'll be up 4th and 10 Cade Frankham on the stop or the coverage for the Red Devils. Big hello to Miss Frankham out there. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast. And they will bring out Hawkins Sweeney to kick the field goal. He's 0 for 1 on field goal attempts. Looks like the holder is going to get it around the Evanston 27. Kick is up, and it is wide right, no problem. Not a doubt there, and Evanston will take over on their own 20. 4:56 remaining in the third quarter. Red Devils trail by 7 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. The only touchdown scored in this game, a 20-yard touchdown by Torrin Graham. Makes it 7-0 with 7:41 in this second quarter. So both defenses have come out to play and are doing a great job. Baxter takes the snap, hands it off. Oh, it looks like the ball's on the ground. Powell gets the recovery, and Evanston loses possession, and it's 1st and 10 from the 20.
First down, Panthers.
Mason Thomas, number 56, the senior, 5'7", 150 pounds, gets the recovery. 4:51 remaining in the third quarter, and Powell takes possession back in the red zone. Under center. Langfelder hands off now, this time to Brody Carhu. And he goes to the right, picks up maybe 4 yards. No, he didn't. They're going to give him 3 yards. Second and 7 from the 17 of Evanston for Powell. Ball on the far hash from the broadcast booth. Under center. Langford hands off to Torrin Graham. Langfelder, excuse me. Torrin Graham goes into the pile. No gain on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 4, so he gains 2 yards on the play. Ball spot on the Evanston 15-yard line. Evanston trails 7-0, 3:39 and counting left in the third quarter in a game that kicked off 1 hour and 34 minutes ago. Wow. It's 8:34 right now. It's been an interesting day. Langfelder under center, I formation for the Panthers. He's got both of them. Hands off to Abraham. Abraham finds a hole. He's off and running. Brought down from behind by
number 24, David Perez.
Jesus Quintero. Makes the touchdown-saving tackle, and it's 1st and 10 from the Evanston 2 is where they spot it. So 1st and goal, Evanston's going to have to put on the goal line stand. Under center, Langfelder. Langfelder, hands off to Carhu. Gets into the pile with the push, waiting for the signal. And he's in. Touchdown, Powell. It's 13-0. A 2-run rush by Brody Carhu. Brody Carhu after a gain of 8 for Caden Abraham. .245 left in the third quarter, and the extra point is good. 14-0 Evanston trailing. 14-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. On this first make presentation, Evanston Red Devil football on KNY and 99.1 with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com.
At beautiful Bear Lake, skiing, snowmobiling, sailing, and swimming are just some of the fun activities offered to recreationists. The Greater Bear Lake Valley offers prime hunting and fishing areas, whether it's trout fishing in the streams or ice fishing for Cisco on the lake, hunting deer or seeking elk along the high mountain ridges. The scenic corner of Utah and Idaho offers outdoor recreation and historical interests away from crowds and high prices. Visit bearlake.org for more information.
This first make presentation of Evanston Red Devil football is also brought to you by thelittlestwoodshop.com. For live home, family decor, and vinyl cutouts, check out thelittlestwoodshop.com. It is a great website for the craft lover in your life. Evanston trails 14-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Elanoff bringing you the action live from Powell, Wyoming. Line drive kick by Sweeney, fielded by by Cade Frankham. Frankham gets to the 20. He's going to get to the 30, and he's brought down about the 31-32. Cade Frankham, who could forget the way the season started? Cade Frankham took a ball 96 yards in the opening kickoff of the season down over in Rollins 3 weeks ago. Evanston trails 14-0 with 2:36 remaining in the third quarter. David Baxter under center for the Red Devils. Cade Frankham moving from right to left. Pitch to Bryson Davis. Davis goes around the left side. Picked up by a gain of about maybe a yard, if that. And Gabe Morris, number 41, will get no gain on the play. Don't even have him on my stat sheet, so I got to write him down really quick. Baxter under center. Short pass, Rigdon Wagstaff at the line of scrimmage, across the 40, gets to about the 43-44 of Evanston, and that is a complete pass for a gain of about 6 or 7. Or no, gain of 10, excuse me. Now Baxter goes under center. Hand keeps it himself. He's got a hole. He gets through. He's going to get brought down in Panther territory as he goes straight down the middle. Looks like he's stopped about the 48 of Powell. So a gain of 8 yards on the play for David Baxter. 2nd and 2 from the Powell 48. 1 minute and 9 seconds and counting left in the third quarter. Baxter under center. Fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, rolls to the left, and makes it to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have lost a yard. And no, they are going to spot it at the 47. So he gains 1 yard. David Baxter and the Evanston Red Devils offense just need 1 yard to move the chains. Rolling to his right, throwing deep. Jackson Moore caught at the 30 of the Panthers. Jackson Moore comes out and makes a great catch. A gain of 44, from the 44 all the way to the 27. Gain of about 13 yards for Jackson Moore. If my math is wrong, I apologize. 1st and 10 from the 27 of the Panthers. Handoff by Baxter to Cade Frankham, actually Gabe Morris, 41. No gain on the play, and that'll end the third quarter. 14-0. Powell, the score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. We'll be right back with the fourth quarter right after this on a First Bank presentation of Evanston Red Devil football on KNY and 99.1 with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com.
At beautiful Bear Lake, skiing, snowmobiling, sailing, and swimming are just some of the fun activities offered to recreationists. The Greater Bear Lake Valley offers prime hunting and fishing areas, whether it's trout fishing in the streams or ice fishing for Cisco on the lake, hunting deer or seeking elk along the high mountain ridges. The scenic corner of Utah and Idaho offers outdoor recreation and historical interests away from crowds and high prices. Visit bearlake.org for more information.
My name is Dr. Micah Pullens. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston Regional Hospital. Orthopedic surgery is the practice of medicine centered around bones and joints. It's all about movement and activity and getting that to be less painful. Watching a patient with a specific problem, whether that's pain or decreased range of motion, and being able to treat them, by far the best part of my job.
Evanston trails 14-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard going into the fourth quarter. But thanks to a 13-yard reception by Jackson Moore, they had their best position yet tonight. Second and 12 from the 29. Jackson Moore keeps it. He's going to find the sideline and gets brought down, or shoved out of bounds. That's David Baxter. He picks up the first down, no problem. Another Jeff Piper Farmers Insurance first down. All the way to the 18. So a 14-yard gain for Baxter. First and 10 from the 13. Rolling out to his right, Baxter pitches it over to David Perez. Perez hit in the backfield as he runs to his right. Loss of 3 on the play. Second and 13 from the 15 of the Panthers. A game that kicked off 1 hour and 44 minutes ago is already in the fourth quarter. Baxter hands the ball off, and Gabe Morris can't find anything for that. No gain on the play. Third and 13 from the 15 of Powell. Evanston trying to get on the board. 14-0 the score on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Under center, David Baxter. David Perez goes in motion. Rolling out to his right is Baxter. Pitches it to Perez, but there is a flag on the play. Perez got about 5 yards from the pitch. We'll see what the flag is. Waiting for the call from the official. It'll be a legal motion on the Red Devils, so it doesn't help them out. Penalty declined, and it's 4th and 13, so no gain on the play. So Evanston will attempt to convert this one. 13 yards is what they need to do. Rolling out to his left is Baxter. Baxter throws. End zone. It is off of the hands of one Panther, and it hits the ground. Running up to make the diving catch after it brushed the Panther defender is Cade Frankham, but it'll be a turnover on downs, and it's now first down Panthers with 10:22 remaining in regulation. 14-0 with score on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Evanston down. And Landon Langfelder. In the second half, I've only been able to keep stats for the second half. 6 yards on 1 rush for Langfelder. Langfelder in the shotgun formation. Takes the snap. Looking to throw to his left. It's caught right around the 20. Diving for the first down marker is Adrian Geller. Cade Frankham on the stop. 1st and 10 from the Evanston 23-24. 9 minutes and 47 seconds left. Under center. Langfelder hands off Abraham. Abraham has a hole, and he gets about 4 or 5 yards on the carry. Going straight ahead.
Second down and 6.
Gain of 4.
Final score from 3A, number 2, Cody, 19.
2nd and 6.
Final score.
Pistol formation now for the Panthers. Waiting for the snap. Here it comes. Looking to throw, and it is caught by Garrett Stutzman for a little gain. It looks like he gains about 5 yards on the play around the 30-yard line, and they will spot it at the 29. Excuse me, third and 1. It's a gain of 3 through the air. And Powell looking to pick up the first down and keep the clock running. Langfelder in the shotgun formation. Hand off to Abraham. Abraham goes off to his left, and it is going to be stuffed around the 30. So a loss of 4 on the play. So a loss of 3 on the play for Caden Abraham. And they will punt it. David Perez to receive the punt. And a timeout is called. We will take one as well. 14-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 7 minutes, 48 seconds remaining on this first Vank presentation of Evanston Red Devil football on KNY at 99.1 with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com.
In May of 2019, Uintah County School District Number 1 became the first school district in Wyoming to achieve a certified level 1 on high reliability schools by the Rosanna Leadership Center. We're focusing on 3 levels. Level 1 is a safe and collaborative culture. Level 2, effective teaching in every classroom. And Level 3 is a guaranteed and viable curriculum. We are certified level 1 in safe and collaborative culture. This is Superintendent Ryan Thomas. Congratulations to everyone in our district. Keep up the great work.
Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
14-0 with 7:48 remaining here in Powell. Evanston trails on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Elin Olive bringing you the action. Maddie Duran on the camera tonight. A big thank you to her. And then Preston Bush back in Evanston at the studio producing this sucker. Punt for Powell. High snap, and it is down on the ground. Powell finally gets on top of it, but it does not erase the fact that Evanston is going to get the ball at the 40.
Lauren Graham on the recovery. Taken down by number 69, Demetrio Gallegos. With first down, Evanston.
And Evanston going to try to get into the end zone. 1st and 10 from the 31 of Powell is where Evanston will take it over. Baxter pitches to the right to Perez. Perez is going to get hit for a loss. It was first and 10 from the 20. Perez gets to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 from the 20. So Perez, no gain on the play. 7 minutes and 14 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Baxter under center, hands off. Going straight ahead and finally brought down is Gabe Morris with a pickup of 4. So Gabe Morris with the pickup of 4. Hand off to Jackson Moore, who goes straight ahead. Gabe Morris with a pickup of 5. So it'll be 4th and 1 from the 11-yard line.
All right, Panther fans, let's hear it for our defense.
Here in Powell, Wyoming, we want to say hi to Paige and Billy in Malibu as they requested a shout out, so they're going to get it. Baxter keeps it. Are they going to get the first down? We'll see what the referees decide. Baxter with his helmet off, running back to the sideline, which means he will have to sit out of play. And he did not get it. First down, Powell, and it's 5:55 remaining in the fourth quarter. And now Powell will just try to probably give us a heavy dose of Caden Abraham and Torrin Graham, along with Brody Carhu. Try to run the clock out. 5:55 remaining in the fourth quarter. Evanston trails 14-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Langfelder under center. He's got his backs behind him. Hand off to Abraham. Abraham goes straight ahead.
Ball carried by Torrin Graham.
Torrin Graham, number 40.
Taken down by Johnson.
Pickup of 5 yards, and it'll be second and 5 from the Panthers 16. Under center, Landon Langfelder. Hands off to Brody Carhu. Carhu goes straight ahead, and Evanston kind of rushes him. Did he pick up enough for the first down?
Brody Carhu on the carry for the Panthers.
As we're at an angle, so it's kind of hard to see exactly how much he picked up. And they're going to say he's short. 3rd and 1, so a gain of 3 for Carhu. For all you Red Devil sports fans, tomorrow we will have coverage of the Evanston Lady Red Devils volleyball team at the Casper Invite during day 2. We do not know the game times for that yet, so stay tuned. Langfelder under center. Hands it off to Graham, and Graham is still going, churning that motor. He will pick up the first down. Picks up about 4 yards. 4:32 in count. 4:32 with the clock stopped. Left in the fourth quarter. Evanston trails 14-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Ball spot on the 27 of Powell. 4:12, 4:11, 4:10 and counting left on the board. here in for the fourth quarter. Hand off to Abraham. Abraham, he finds a hole. He's going to go across the 40. He's across the 50. Rather 40, 30, 20, 15, 10, all the way. And a huge 73-yard gain for Caden Abraham. My goodness. Caden Abraham had a hole and he ran right through it. So Torin Graham, Brody Corhu, and now Caden Abraham, all three of the big runners that they talked about now have touchdowns, 73 yards in one play. And they'll stop the clock before the extra point gets kicked. 20 to nothing right now, 3:53 left. Caden Abraham in the half. Before that play, 7 rushes for 1 yard. Now he's got 8 rushes for 74 yards just in this half alone. Kick is up and it is no good.
Extra point is no good, but that leaves our score.
And it's 20 to nothing on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. We'll take a break on this first bank presentation of Evanston Red Devil football on KNY and 99.1 with live video online at mylocalradio.com.
At Ellingford Brothers, we're known for an excellent steel shop and quality cement. We also provide other products all year round. Sand and different sizes of gravel for road base and landscaping in the summer and fall. Traction in the winter and mud control in the spring. Bark for landscaping in the summer and winterization in the fall. And topsoil. Spring, summer, and fall. Prices are always honest. Pickup or delivery. Ellingford Brothers, your year-round source for so many things. Stop in today at 221 County Road in Evanston.
Evanston trails 20-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy board with 3:53 left to go thanks to a Caden Abraham 73-yard run for a touchdown. Evanston scoreless in their last 7 quarters, almost 8. They're going to try to break that streak right now. About 4 minutes left. As Sweeney kicks it high into the arms of Cade Frankham. Frankham at the 10. He gets a block. He finds a hole, and he's going to get brought down about the 30.
Carson Lamb on the tackle that time for the Panthers.
Tarson Graham, the first person to score in this game, brings down Frankham. And a big hi to the Frankham family, who is kind of leading the chat right now between all the fans of Evanston. David Baxter under center. Takes the ball, rolls out to his right. He's going to have to pass. Pressure, throws, and it is incomplete, but there's going to be flags all over the place. That pass intended for Rigdon Wagstaff. Wagstaff was diving for the pass, and it looked like he might have gotten bumped by a Powell defender. We'll see what the call is. And it will be pass interference on Powell. 3:39 is when the clock stops. Evanston gets a Jeff Piper Farmers Insurance first down. Two wide receivers to the left. It's Cade Frankham and David Perez on the left. Going back to pass, Baxter. Baxter to the right. It is caught. This time Rigdon Wagstaff gets it at around the 25 of Powell. A 28-yard gain. First and 10 from the 22 of Powell for the Red Devils. 3:25 and counting left to go in the regulation. Pass by Baxter, caught by
Pass complete to number 87,
Carter Bybee. Haven't called his name yet tonight. Pickup of about 9 yards. So Baxter now in the half. Four for 6. And that includes the last 2 pass attempts he's thrown. Baxter rolling to his right, throws. It is caught. Jackson Moore, touchdown. Evanston. Jackson Moore.
Pass complete to number 4, Jackson Moore.
On the left side. Great throw by David Baxter. A 13-yard touchdown reception by Jackson Moore, and that breaks the scoreless streak for Evanston. 13-yard reception for Moore with 3:03 left to go in the fourth. Nick Child to kick the extra point. It's a pass interference penalty was called on the touchdown. Evanston, of course, declines it. David Perez actually to kick it. Kick is up, and it is good.
And the extra point is good by David Perez.
So Perez puts the extra point through. It's 20-7 with 3:03 left on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Evanston trails by 13. We'll be right back on this first make presentation of Evanston Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com.
No matter what you need to have printed, Westar Printing is the place you want to have it done. Calendars, letterhead, envelopes, brochures, books, posters, vinyl banners, business forms, announcements, wedding invitations, and business cards are just a few examples. You can also have your favorite family photos printed on canvas or placed into a personalized family photo calendar. You will want to do business with Westar Printing. Stop in today. Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston.
Jackson Moore makes a catch on the left side of the end zone, really left center of the end zone, despite a pass interference call, and it's 20-7 Powell with 3:03 left to go. Evanston trails by 13, and you get the feeling they may attempt the onside kick here. Right now, Evanston lined up on the left side and Powell on the right side, and they lined it. They must have mistaken the timeout for the end of a quarter. Now they'll switch it. Evanston moves to the right. Powell moves to the left. Our post game is going to feature the Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap, and we'll also reward our Dr. McKay Frankum Dental Services precision play of the game. I think I know what it's going to be. Evanston going to try the onside kick. Can they get it back? 3:03 left in the fourth quarter. Evanston trails by 13. Nick Child to kick for Evanston. Here we go. Kick is up, and it is Evanston ball. Did it go long enough, though? That's the question. Did it go long enough? Has to go 10 yards. We'll see what it is. And it's not 10 yards, and it is a first down for Powell. Well, Kick went about 7 yards, 8 yards, not the 10 required. Powell takes over on the Evanston 48. Langfelder under center. He's got his backs. Graham and Abraham behind him in the I position. Hand off to Graham. Graham goes straight ahead. He's going to drag a pile all the way to the Evanston 37, right down the center. A pickup of about 12 on the play. Six rushes for 40 yards for Torin Graham here in the second half. Under center, Langfelder takes the snap, hands off to Graham again. Graham is going to keep those feet moving all the way down to the Evanston 35. So he picks up about 3 yards on the play.
Second down and 6 for the Panthers.
Second and 6 for Powell. Ball spot on the Evanston 34-yard line. 2:14, 2:13, 2:12, 2:10, 2:9, etc. remaining. One receiver on the left, one on the right, and he's got his backs, Graham and Abraham, behind him. Langfelder waiting for the snap. Hand off to Abraham. Abraham goes straight ahead. Excuse me, that is Brody Carhew. Carhew picks up about 2 or 3 yards. Timeout called. We'll take one as well. 20-7 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Evanston trails by 13 with 1:47 remaining on this first make presentation of Evanston Red Devil football on KNY at 99.1 with live video online at mylocalradio.com.
No matter what you need to have printed, Westar Printing is the place you want to have it done. Calendars, letterhead, envelopes, brochures, books, posters, vinyl banners, business forms, announcements, wedding invitations, and business cards are just a few examples. You can also have your favorite family photos printed on canvas or placed into a personalized family photo calendar. You will want to do business with Westar Printing. Stop in today. Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston.
Down to the final seconds of this first make presentation of Evanston Red Devil football. 1 minute, 47 seconds remaining. 2nd and 4. On the Evanston 34 for Powell. They lead it 20-7. All three of their running backs, Carhew, Abraham, and Graham, have scored. Jackson Moore scored about 2 minutes ago for Evanston on a 13-yard touchdown pass from David Baxter. Split I formation for the Panthers. Under center, Langfelder hands off to Abraham. Picks up about 2 or 3. Timeout called. We're going to keep it right here. It is 4th and 4. With timeout as we have an injured player on the field. Giving us a chance to kind of recap some of our stats from the second half. We only have second half stats as with the hectic start to our broadcast. I was only able to get the sheet ready in time for second half. Jackson Moore. 1 reception for 13 yards. Gabe Morris, 5 rushes for 9 yards in the second half. 5 of 7 passing for David Baxter for 73 yards. And the injured player coming off, and it's a good thing for Powell that he's coming off on his own strength. It's Torin Graham, who had the 20-yard touchdown rush at the beginning of the game. 1:41 remaining. Stats for Powell. Caden Abraham, 9 rushes for 75 yards, including the 74-yard touchdown rush. That put him up 20-0. Torin Graham, 7 for 43 in the second half. And Brody Carhew, 3 for 8 in the second half. Another split I formation for the Panthers. 4th and 1 from the 29. He's going to keep, Langfelder keeps it himself. He's going to pick up the first down, no problem, get all the way out to the Evanston 20 for a gain of 9.
One more time.
And it's 7 rushes for 32 yards for, 2 rushes, for 15 yards for Landon Langfelder. Ball spot on the Evanston 20, far hash from the broadcast booth. Under center, Langfelder. Another split I formation with Torin Graham at the very, very back. And it's victory formation as Langfelder will knee it. It was a first down with about a minute left, so they're just going to kneel out the clock. Evanston is going to fall to 0-4. The final here will be 20-7. Highlights for Evanston. We'll talk about them a little bit later, but Jamin Barker with an interception. Jackson Moore with a touchdown catch. And they knee it. 26 seconds left. They're just going to let the clock bleed off. 20 seconds left. Evanston with their best passing performance of the season. Here in the second half, David Baxter, 5 of 7 for 73 yards. As the fireworks go off in a victory in homecoming for Powell. 3, 2, 1. And that is the game. Your final score, 20-7. We'll have our post-game show right after this on this First Bank presentation of Evanston Red Devil football on KNY and 99.1 with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com.
Early Oregon-bound immigrants traveled through the Bear Lake Valley. U.S. Highway 30 basically follows the Oregon Trail. Many wagon trains stopped at Thomas L. Pegleg Smith Trading Post, located near Dingle, Idaho, for supplies. One traveler wrote of camping along Cotton Line Bear River, watching grass as tall as a man wave in the wind. Today, you don't have to ride in a wagon to visit Bear Lake Valley, but the rich history is still here to enjoy. Visit bearlake.org for more information.
It's human nature to think the grass is always greener on the other side of the fence. That's not always true, especially when it comes to buying vehicles. This is Dennis Lynch, General Manager at Auto Farm Chevrolet. Dealerships pay the same price for new vehicles across America. The fact is, the best deals are right here, in your own backyard. The difference is that our employees are your neighbors, people you can trust. Please visit us first, Auto Farm Chevrolet. We are your community-driven dealer.
If you're just joining us live from Powell, Wyoming, Elon Olive bringing you the action. Final score 20-7. It's time for the Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap. Scoring was at a premium in the first half as the only touchdown came from Torin Graham. A 20-yard touchdown run after an Evanston fumble around the Evanston 30. Torin Graham takes it 20 yards, make it 7-0 with 7:41 remaining in the second quarter. Then it would hold 7-0 for quite a while until Brody Carhew, a 2-yard rush with 2:45 left in the third quarter, making it 14-0. Caden Abraham then with the most electrifying play of the night would take it 73 yards all the way from their own 27 to make it 20-0 with 5:53 left in the fourth quarter. But Evanston would not go down without a fight as Jackson Moore would catch a 13-yard pass from David Baxter, who would go 5 for 7 for 73 yards in the second half alone to make it 20-7. But the onside kick, though recovered by Evanston, would not go 10 yards. It goes about 8 yards. And a couple first downs on the legs of Torin Graham, and Caden Abraham, as well as quarterback Landon Langfelder. And then that gives them a chance to kneel out the clock and end this one. Final score, Powell 20, Evanston 7. That was your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap. Remember, Jimmy John's, 113 Front Street in Evanston, where fast and fresh meat. Gourmet sandwiches, fresh and fast every day, where they spend 6 hours daily slicing all natural meats and fresh produce for your 30-second sandwich. We'll take a quick break on the Red Devil postgame show, and we'll have some game stats and highlights as we continue our coverage of Evanston Red Devil football in this First Bank presentation of Evanston football on KNYN 99.1 with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com.
The best live coverage of local sports, weather, local news, and radio classifieds, plus online streaming music, giveaways, and more. It's all on mylocalradio.com. Watch as your high school teams clash with their biggest rivals. Listen to the latest from your team's coaches. Catch up on local and regional news and stream your favorite music. Visit mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook and stream it all live.
Super kids deserve super care. Experience the difference with board-certified pediatricians Alan Brown, MD, and Bird Gilmartin, MD, at Uinta Medical Group. Whether it's tracking your child's overall health at Well Child Checks or helping your little ones feel better when they're sick, Dr. Brown and Dr. Gilmartin are here to help your child grow, learn, and thrive. Schedule an appointment with Dr. Brown or Dr. Gilmartin by calling 307-789-WELL 9355 or visit evanstonanytime.com.
If you're just joining us, Evanston falls to 0-4 after a 20-7 loss here in Powell. And the Red Devils will have to get ready for Cody at home next week. It's time for your highlights and stats of the game. And it all started with a pretty defensive battle. No scoring at all in the first quarter. Matter of fact, a very exciting moment when Jamin Barker would get a very acrobatic interception. It would kind of bounce off of one guy's hands and onto his. And a very just kind of skillful play there by Mr. Barker, the the senior. Then in the second half, with 7:41 remaining in the second quarter, Torrin Graham, after Evanston fumbles it on their own 30, Torrin Graham would run it 20 yards to make it 7-0. Then the defensive standoff would continue as no scoring would take place the rest of the first half. And with 8:11 left in the third, Jackson Moore comes up and makes an interception. Shows off those hands that he showed off twice in Rollins. But then, just 6 minutes later, Brody Carhue, his first game back, he comes back with a bang and gets a 2-yard touchdown rush, making it 14-0 with 2:45 in the third quarter. Caden Abraham, then with the most electrifying play that we've seen in a while, will take it 73 yards with 2:53 left in the third quarter to make it 20-0. And then Evanston would not go down without a fight, and it would come from the terrific sophomore, Jackson Moore. And he would catch a 13-yard pass from David Baxter and make it 20-7. They would attempt the onside kick, but the onside kick would be ruled to only go about 8 yards. And then Powell would take it over, and with the legs of Torrin Graham, Caden Abraham, and the quarterback, Landon Langfelder, would get the first downs needed to just run out the clock. Final score, Evanston 7, Powell 20. Time for some stats. First, we'll go to Powell. I was only able to keep second half stats with the hectic beginning to the broadcast with the network issues that we were having. I was only able to set up the stat sheet during halftime to be able to catch second half stats. So, in the second half, Landon Langfelder, he went 1 of 2 for 3 yards, but rushed twice for 15 yards. Broden Carhue, 3 rushes for 8 yards and a touchdown. Torrin Graham, 7 rushes for 43 yards and a touchdown. And Jesse Trotter, 1 reception for 30 yards. And that was in the first half. I just remembered that, and I kind of scribbled it in there because it was a very highlight play. Caden Abraham, though, 9 rushes for 75 yards and the 74-yard touchdown. For Evanston, in the second half alone, David Baxter with the best passing performance for Evanston this year. 5 of 7 for 73 yards and a touchdown. He also rushed 6 times for 23 yards. David Perez would get the ball 3 times in the second half, but because of the position that he was in, he would receive backwards pitches. He would not be able to gain any positive yards. Jackson Moore, 1 reception for 13 yards, but that 1 reception was the touchdown, and Gabe Morris, 5 rushes for 9 yards. So a very impressive performance by Jackson Moore and David Baxter when you look at how this team has not been passing very well, or very much, not very well, but not very much as of late. We're going to take a quick break on our post-game show, and when we come back, we will crown our Dr. McKay Franklin Precision play of the game on this First Bank presentation of Evanston Red Devil football. Once again, your final score, Evanston 7, Powell 20. On KNY at 99.1 with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com.
Serving Wyoming since 1941, Plains Tire is Wyoming's oldest and largest tire dealer with great locations throughout the state. They'll get you the right tires and offer the best results for your vehicle at the lowest prices, guaranteed. Plus, you can go to any Plains Tire Pro dealer with their nationwide warranty service. And check out their Plains Tire phone app.
Come down and see us at Plains Tires on 157 Bear River Drive for all your automotive needs. Hablamos también español.
A pass to the Evanston Recreation Center gets you so much more than a weight room. A pass also gives you access to the pool, hot tub, steam rooms, cardio room, cycling studio, shooting range, basketball court, and locker rooms with showers. Passes also let you attend drop-in fitness classes at no additional cost, including Zumba, yoga, cycling, water aerobics, and strength training classes. Live your fit life with a pass to the Evanston Recreation Center. Payment plans available. Stop in today.
If you can't give your dentist a 5-star rating, then you want to consider making your next dental appointment with Dr. McKay Frankum. One patient said, "The best experience I've ever had at a dentist." Other customer comments include 5 stars plus. And not only is Dr. Frankum the best dentist I've ever been to, but I can actually afford to have dental work done by Dr. Frankum. Make your next dental visit a 5-star experience. Call for an appointment today at 307-789-8910.
Welcome back to the post-game show. If you're just joining us, Evanston falls to Powell 20-7 here on this First Bank presentation of Evanston Red Devil football on KNY at 99.1 with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com. We got one more thing to do, and that is award our Dr. McKay Frankum Precision Play of the Game, and that is going to be no surprise. You could award it to his interception, but we're going to pick the touchdown. Jackson Moore goes 13 yards into the end zone and catches it catches the pass from David Baxter. Excuse me, the way I said that could probably be very confusing. He gets a 13-yard touchdown reception from David Baxter, and that makes it 20-7. Evanston, of course, could not get the onside kick, as we mentioned earlier, but it was the play that really stuck out as being very well done, considering that Evanston hadn't scored in almost the last 8 quarters of football. Also, considering the fact that there was a pass interference called on that touchdown, and Evanston would get that touchdown thanks to the expert hands of Jackson Moore. And that wraps up the Red Devil postgame show. For tonight's videographer, Miss Maddie Durant. and our producer back in the studio, Mr. Preston Bush. I'm Elon Olive. We'll see you next time the ball flies, and that will be tomorrow at the Casper Invite, as we will bring you Evanston Lady Red Devil volleyball coverage of day 2 of the 2019 Casper Invite. Game times are not available yet, so stay tuned for that. We'll see you next time. Thank you so much, and take care.
You've been tuned in to a First Bank presentation of Evanston High School football on KNYN 99.1 FM with video online at mylocalradio.com. Today's game has been brought to you by Auto Farm Chevrolet, Dr. McKay Frankham DDS, The Come On In Casper, West Star Printing, Flex Fitness, Plains Tires, The Littlest Wood Shop, Evanston Regional Hospital, Rocky Mountain Yeti, Evanston Parks and Recreation, The Best Western Dunmar Inn and Legal Tender Restaurant, Arrowhead Dental, Rocky Mountain Sign, Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau, Uinta County School District No. 1, Ellingford Brothers, and Trona Valley Federal Credit Union. The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of mylocalradio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Old West Media Incorporated. Our executive producer is Val Cook. We thank our office manager, Kayleen Anderson, and our sales manager, Julie Burley, along with Rich's Ryan Steinekert and the Valley's Jake Hibbard, and production assistants Preston Bush and AJ Lamb. Biggest thanks to our sponsors and to you for tuning in. We invite you to visit mylocalradio.com for archived games and past interviews with Red Devil players and coaches. Like My Local Radio on Facebook to stay up to date with the games. Thank you for joining us on this First Bank presentation of Evanston Red Devil Sports on KNYN 99.1 and mylocalradio.com. Until next time, go Devils!